What is going on, everybody? Back on it, Tokyo Ghoul 81 and 82. Kind of had a little like a calm down episode. We saw Arima on screen, not in a flashback or anything like that. He was actually on screen. Amon gets promoted to senior investigator. Juzo gets promoted. We see Mado's daughter, which is his new partner. We have Kaneki going off with the in the manga. I mean, you got a couple of people let me know. He goes off with the tree in the anime, like seeks them out to become stronger. Here, it looks like he's kind of like forming his own group. So we'll see kind of like where the two anime and manga stories end up like linking up together. I'm assuming he's going to end up with the tree at some point. And that's pretty much where we left off. We'll see what the next issue ends up being, the next like climax plot point. I think there's like 140-ish episodes until like Tokyo Ghoul is done before like restarts and all that. So you know, we're past halfway, but we have a ways to go. Toko goes back. Toko goes back to the coffee shop. A couple others like leave with us. Old Man Owl sighting. The Tatara, Eto got some. Their plan all along was to release some upper ranked ghouls, which they did. Gave up some of the fodder, the Bing brothers, whatever you want it to be, Jason. And that's kind of like how the table's set right now for like the human side, Kaneki, and then the other ghouls. That's kind of where we're at. So chapter 81, we are recording, correct? Okay. Let us jump into it. Amon, congratulations on your promotion. Some of us end our career stuck at rank 1 investigator. To reach senior investigator at only 27. Saito, I was promoted too. Congratulate me. Juzo a rank 2 like me. I don't care about you. Fair. Isn't this the kid that like ends up taking on Nora or Nobar, whatever the kid, like at the very end? Does he get himself killed? Or does he bait? No, I forget how that goes, but I remember that. In like part 3 or part 4, and I was like, what are we doing, kid? I can't remember if he ends up surviving or not. I really can't remember. Hey guys, before we start, I'd like to introduce you to someone. We have a new member joining the 20th Ward Squad. Come in. Rank 2 investigator Akira Mato, assigned to the 20th Ward branch. I've been assigned to work with senior investigator Amon. It's nice to meet you all. What a surprise. So it was you, Akira? Hoji, great to see you again. What's she doing in the 20th Ward? Hey Takizawa, you look good. What's their history? Saito, you know her? We're academy mates. Akira graduated at the top of her class and Saito was right below her. Don't bring it up. I'm Juzo. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. I like your hairpins. This gives him someone to bond with. She used to work the first ward under Arima's command. He speaks highly of her, so let's make her feel at home. Welcome to our squad, Akira. Thank you, sir. And then they showed us kind of where Arima hangs out. He's out there in the trenches, like the underground ward, where like you gotta go essentially put your life on the line to like be in there. It's kind of dope. Special Investigator Rima's team, huh? Alright, let's start today's briefing. We've yet to find any reliable information that ties the binge eater to our cases, but we're sifting through newspaper articles between September and November of last year, around the time the binge eater disappeared. We're compiling a list of cases and accidents that may be related to the binge eater. We're combing through each of the cases. With the help of Nakajima and other members of the 20th Ward, we've finally gone through about a third of them. If my guess isn't wrong, we should catch a break eventually. The issue is time. Taki, tell us who's going on with the gourmet. Tell us what's going on with the gourmet. Oh, so the Taki is what they call him? Fair. We've received reports of recent activities by the gourmet outside the 20th Ward. We've enlisted the help of investigators in Wards 7, 8, and 18, where the gourmet is believed to have been sighted. The 7th Ward is also where the Ghoul restaurant we've been investigating is, which we'll be raiding tomorrow. And we can't rule out the gourmet's ties to it yet. I wonder why the gourmet is so hung up on those wards lately. We believe he's found victims that suit his taste in those wards. No, his main dish is in another ward? Let's hear it. During the period where the total number of feeding cases drastically dropped, the gourmet must have met with some kind of accident, or perhaps was recovering after an attack by a fellow ghoul. According to the files, the number of gourmets feeding at cases rose close to peak levels soon after that, but then it dropped once again. The gourmet held back on feeding from around January of this year. That coincides with the gourmet's first feeding in the 18th ward that took place recently. Another one of your gut feelings, investigator motto. If you don't mind, I'd like to tell you a hunch I have, investigator. Comparing the graph and the map, you'll see that the gourmet's recent behavioral pattern is noticeably different. Yeah, he's moving a little bit different now. They gave him fork and knife logos. The 18th, 7th, and 8th wards. The gourmet has been going back and forth between these 3 wards. Okay. With no signs of feeding anywhere else. It's believed that the gourmet's feeding territory is the 20th ward. However, ordinarily the gourmet is the type of ghoul that goes from ward to ward carefully selecting his prey. But recently the gourmet's area of activity has been restricted, almost as if the gourmet is obsessed with something. Yeah, because he's following somebody around. The gourmet's taste doesn't seem as particular as before. A local search will not yield... Look at his face, the classic gone face, trying to explain APR. Yield the delicacy the gourmet seeks. It goes against the gourmet's aesthetic. The feedings in these 3 wards are merely improvised. There's specific prey that's being targeted. Perhaps the target is hard to acquire, dragging this out. The targeted prey is most likely in the 6th ward. Okay. This is a hunch, she said? Yeah, a hunch, which will end up probably being accurate. The gourmet wants to avoid alerting the target, so he's eating around it. The 18th, 7th, and 8th wards are purely hunting grounds. Security in the 22nd and 23rd wards has been heightened since the attack. Therefore, there's a good chance the target is hiding in the 6th ward. Interesting. Maybe we should include the 6th ward in our investigation. Sir, a target the gourmet cannot capture. That's an interesting theory. Mato's daughter, Akira Mato. This is why I hate working with you. It's been this way since we were in the academy. It just goes to show you haven't grown. Never thought my first subordinate would be my ex-superior's daughter. I should put my personal feelings aside and work with her like I would any other investigator. Akira, take care of these files, will you? Yeah, sure. Hey, Akira, I'm a senior investigator and your superior. I'd like you to speak. Oh, okay. All right, man. I mean, you got to lay the lines, right? She says, yeah, sure. He wants a yes, sir. I'm the kind of person who likes to eliminate as much waste as possible. What? Speaking with respect is a waste of time and energy, especially with a partner. It means we talk that much more. Take, for example, please and will you. At my rate of speech, okay. Alright, girl. Say yes, sir, and keep it moving. Please and will you. At my rate of speech, it takes 0.9 seconds and 0.3 seconds, respectively. A 0.6 second difference. If I request something from you 10 times a day, that would save us about 2,000 seconds a year. There's a huge difference between having and not having those savings in our daily conversations. To those I have enormous respect for, it's another story. Oh. Senior Investigator Ramon, we've wasted 38 seconds. Let's not get hung up on minor things and instead concentrate our efforts on the rabbit case. We should check out the Ghoul restaurant Takizawa was talking about tomorrow. I have a feeling we'll find something there. The assigned squad has to do their thing, so you don't mind if we go there after the raid? Yeah, why is she over here laying this out? Does she not take me seriously because I used to work? Nah, could be. Akira's a complicated girl, and she's been walking around with Arima. I mean, it's kind of hard to have anybody on that level, but she's also simple at the same time. I think that thing about wasting time was a joke. Speaking logically about stupid stuff is just like her father. I considered it a joke myself. It's inexcusable behavior as a subordinate, but she may be testing you. She's a good investigator after all. I know it may be difficult for you two, especially the thing with her father. I just want to, like, I just want to, like Mato did for me. I want to teach her what I know. It's not going to be easy. Everybody's a beginner at first. It's easy to keep people in line with rank or age, but you won't earn real... Yeah, they're gonna have to get some work in on the field together for her to finally start. Yeah, just become the kind of superior she'd respect, and if she still won't change, then she's a hopeless idiot. Juzo doesn't even know how to speak respectfully. Eating and having drinks like this, going through life or death situations together, that's what creates a bond. Wasn't that how it was with you and Mato? No, because our man Amon actually has like baseline respect. Think of it as a test to help you grow as an investigator. Besides, she doesn't have much field experience. Don't worry, you can do it. Invite her for a bite to eat after work. I can't believe you finally understand how hard it is to be a boss. Alright, they're at the Ghoul restaurant. We were expecting to encounter quite a few ghouls. Oh, there's another senior investigator. So we came in fast and strong. Oh, they didn't even try to hide it. Oh, a couple dead ghouls. But when you stepped in, you found this. Oh, were these bodies already here, or did we do this? I thought we were onto something. Now we got nothing, except cleaning this mess up. Mind if I take a look around? No, go for it. About 50 or 60 ghouls maybe, all dead. How gruesome. This many of them couldn't have knowingly come here to be killed, correct. The show began, but somebody uninvited showed up. In other words, whoever attacked this place had an access to the restaurant. This is just my hunch, again. I just feel like the gourmet is involved with this case, and most likely did this with help from others. It's hard to imagine one ghoul being responsible for this carnage. A group with help from the gourmet snuck in, then they all butchered these ghouls in the restaurant, something like that. No, it wasn't the gourmet. Take a look. Notice how the wounds look like they were inflicted by a coarse file. Those were made by Rengaku Kagune. Each ghoul has a unique Kagune pattern, and each a unique Kagune wound pattern. We can identify them like we can weapons by its riffling. It's possible the gourmet was involved, but the gourmet has a Kokaku. The gourmet didn't do this. The killer is most likely a ghoul I know. Who may that be? The Quinque split in two. How powerful was the Kagune that did this? Damn. If there's a ghoul that can do something like this, it makes sense that a single ghoul could have killed all these ghouls. This ghoul you know of, who is it? The eye patch ghoul. I believe the eye patch will lead us to the rabbit. The eye patch ghoul, huh? These restaurant ghouls, how'd they get their hands on a Quinque? They may have attacked a ghoul investigator. Oh, I was wondering like where this came from. He split, one of them had that on them. Probably yoked up an investigator. I can't believe ghouls have the know-how to disable a Quinque's biometric signature. Just goes to show how deeply they've infiltrated themselves into the shadows of human society. It's our job to shed a light on that shadow. She may lack experience, but she has total... I'm curious, I don't remember how she is when she's first, like, on it. I don't remember if she freezes or how she does, which means I have to work even harder. Want to grab a bite after we're done filing our report? I'll be finished in about 10 minutes. The answer is no. I'm sorry, but I try not to eat after 9. Okay. Thanks for the invitation, though. I'll leave my report here. It's time. Good night. Hey, I'm on. Yeah, that's great. All right. There's a lot of text in that chapter. Let's see what we get with... Oh, is this all going to be CCG stuff? All right. Chapter 82. Whoa, it's so big. This is the CCG lab. This is where Quinque's cube bullets and anti-ghoul weapons are made. They also conduct all ghoul-related research. It's where the RC gate was developed. Special Investigator Shinohara. Dr. Chigyo. This is the doctor who makes our Quinques. He's a brilliant researcher who used to work at the CFG or the GFG. Cover my tummy with my right arm. Oh, he's practicing how to show respect. So you're Juzo. You're awfully young. I hope it meets your expectations. I looked through a number of designs. Oh, I forgot. Juzo's one of the classic anime, you know, and they're like, rank these users. He's one of the classic Scythe users. When he's like, they compare people across animes, they're like, rank these fire type users, Rank these scythe users. Who's the best swordsman in this picture? And it'll be like Zoro, Kid from Bleach, and all that type of stuff. I'll always see like Juzo with Kite, God, the Akatsuki member, and a couple of the others. I forgot his ends up being a scythe, but I couldn't find one I liked, so I drew one myself. Does it look like that? More or less. The production of Quinques is the culmination of advanced biotechnology, biology, mechanical engineering, a sense of design that makes it a lethal weapon, makes it as lethal a weapon as possible. All those elements are necessary to take it beyond the Kagune it was made from. I was wondering, doesn't the Kagune become the Quinque itself? Oh no, it's not yet possible for us to create a Kagune. I understand you're not an academy graduate. No, I got in through back channels. Do you know the difference between a Quinque and a Kagune? No, I don't. Enlighten us. One has a switch and the other doesn't? That's not entirely wrong. The Kaguho inside a ghoul's body receives a continuous supply of RC cells to produce a Kagune. Okay. That's not the case with the Kaguho we use to make Quinques. We can't feed it humans, as you can imagine. So at the moment, the only way to sustain it is by injecting a preserving agent into it. Therefore, our basic principle is saving energy. Arata does a pretty good job of that. A Kagune's starting point is the release of RC cells from the Kaguho. Yeah, and then it... Formative phase, the released RC cells bond with each other. Stable phase, the bonded cells maintain their state for a period of time. The cells lose their bond as time elapses. And then it goes back to the start. And again, it's a repetition of those three phases. This entire cycle occurs at high speed. That's why it appears as if it's floating. However, it's energy consumption. Oh, we're really diving into this, huh? Molecular biochem over here. Kaguho has a long, stable phase, so it can maintain itself for an extended period of time. But we're not yet able to recreate this cycle artificially. A Quinque shape and size can't be willfully changed like a ghoul can with theirs. So we have to restrict it to one shape for the sake of saving energy. Correct. We determine the reach and hardness of the Quinque depending on the total RC value it can retain. You get it? Yeah, not at all. I'll make sure he does. Just think of a Quinque as having a fixed shape for the most part. Well, then the moment you've been waiting for, your Quinque's right over here. Holy shit. I can't remember. I know he has a scythe, but I haven't seen Juzo animated in a while. I can't remember what his scythe looks. I mean, I know it's a scythe, but this looks massive. Holy. And I don't remember it being like two-tone stepped right here. See how it like cleaves off and then cleaves off again? The drop off, the drop off. Damn. I'm trying to think how many different scythe iterations I've seen. You know, the Akatsuki, I don't know why I can't remember his name. He's got like the triple tiered that's like longer and gets shorter. Kites is this fucking massive like crescent moon. And Juzo's got this like two-tiered. Oh my god. Jeez. Well, impressive, huh? It has a momentary RC value of 5,000. It's a beast. It's not that often a rank 2 investigator can carry a Quinque like that. I'm sure they authorize issuing it to you considering you acquired it yourself. I'll show you how the gimmick works. Oh shit. And he just starts going crazy. Let's see how it cuts. Don't cut our shit. And he instantly cuts our shit. That scythe is massive. Gasp. The Quinque steel. That's worth 900,000 yen. I'm allowed to name it, right? Yeah, the owner's allowed to name it. The most popular way is using whatever it was called during the investigation. Although, some guys have a tradition of naming themselves. Ah, fair. Then I'll name it 13's Jason. Juzo's Jason. It's kind of dope. Jason, huh? I like it. Yeah. It's pretty great. It has a nice ring to it. Nice to meet you, my Jason. Juzo, J, hence Jason. You're thinking it. CCG's Jason, huh? Sounds scary. That's crazy as fuck. Like when you like Because you know how crazy he is. And then Jason, we know, with the mask and everything. Yeah, crazy as hell. Marude, do we have a better picture of the Aogiri tree? Whoa, CCG's general chairman. Look at this dude. Sir, First Ward's Countermeasures Division 2 is doing its best to. You told me that before. But I want our results, not a progress report. Hurry before we suffer any more casualties. You're dismissed. Being called in to see the general chairman himself, that old man knows how to stare you down. I don't doubt he killed a triple S rate. It's just us. Drop the formalities. Did you lose weight? Yeah, just now. Dad must be getting anxious. This is the biggest crisis the CCG has ever faced. There's the matter of the ghouls freed from the detention center, where they're taken by the Aogiri. Even if they weren't, it doesn't change the fact that they're still a danger to us, correct? Yeah, who knows what's going to happen. It's not a laughing matter. We need to question the remaining ghouls. Ask ghouls for their help. Use whatever you can. I taught you that, didn't I? We still have him in the SS level. The priest? His opinion on ghouls can be extremely useful. He has no sense of connection to other ghouls. Give him an incentive to, and he'll give us all the help we need. By the way, you're certain about that information, right? The anonymous tipper who gave us the exact location of the 11th Ward hideout 6 months ago? Without that tip-off, our raid would have been held up by 2 weeks. Although I feel duped at the same time. Yeah. He could have ties with the Aogiri. Yeah, I mean, no shit that you guys took the bait. I'll also send someone the priest is quite familiar with. He'll feel more compelled to talk. Oh, man. Is it who I think it is? Yes. I believe I included the bare minimum in my report, Investigator Ramon. You should have included more in-depth details. Presenting us with all the possibilities is how you can contribute to them all. You only pursued the theory you've reached on your own. Sure, it's efficient, but what if you're wrong? I'm not an idiot. Oh, okay. There's a lot of text in this. This is how the CCG's been investigating for years. Are you discrediting the investigators of the past? Investigators of the past? You're just angry because you feel like I'm disrespecting you. Sure, your report covers a myriad of possibilities. There's definitely no shortage of information, but if you ask me, it's just a list of possibilities. It's excessive, Investigator Amon. I'm not trying to argue with you, but can't you listen to me for once? Even Juzo's more reasonable than you. Then partner with him. Like I said, I could probably learn more from Special Investigator Shinohara. Don't take out your inexperience as a superior on me. It's not like I wanted to be your partner either. Oh, God. She's right, I am experienced. Am I taking that frustration out on her like she's saying? Or am I... No, you're not. She's just a piece of shit. Update because of where we're headed. Either way, it's not because of her. I'm sorry. Oh. We still have some repairs to do, but we're back up and running. Ghoul Detention Center. Center Coachella? Coachella? Yeah, I think that's Coachella. He's in here. Please be careful. It's cold in here? Well, what a pleasant surprise. It's been a long time. Kotaro, my beloved son. Why did he say that like that? Is there any actual connection there? I'm not sure. Can we go to Juzo with the scythe going absolutely crazy, though? The scythe looks ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. We'll go with that. Pretty text heavy there for those two chapters. I think that's one of the longer ones we've had in a while. But all CCG stuff. All Amon's relationship with Mado. You're really kind of like building the humanity side of it. Which, I mean, the more backstory and time we spend with them, and then we get in conflict with them, we meaning like Kaneki's side and the cafe, it'll make it that much harder to kind of pick what is right, who's in the right, what does it mean, is it right to, you know, the classic, you know, ant-human conflict. Where is it? Who is more human? Who's more beast animal like? We all know how it goes. But not some bad stuff. I know we do have a showdown with Shinohara in the detention center, I think, but is it coming up right now? I don't think so, because Shinohara's not even with the group that's there right now. But I do know we end up beating ass. I don't think we kill him. Can't remember. But solid stuff right there. That'll be for this Friday. I know there's been some Hunter x Hunter whispers out there. Of at least it's in production. As far as dates or anything, I haven't heard anything, but I'm assuming if you probably are here for the manga reaction, you do have interest in Hunter x Hunter. If and whenever that information comes out, you guys let me know. We'll keep it going from there. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, subscribe, and as always,